Hey guys, it's Aidette. So today I'm going to be doing a full-on first impression / one makeup brand tutorial / a what's new at Sephora. I know it's a lot in one video, but I thought it would be super fun. And we are doing a lot more talking in this video, so I thought it would be a really cool little video to do with you guys because you guys have been wanting me to talk a little bit more. I think I kind of sort of fixed my mic situation. It was getting a little weird. If you guys have me on Snapchat, I told you guys the whole problem on that, but I am going to be doing a full-on video on Pretty Vulgar. They're new at Sephora, and when I was in Miami with Kiara, oh my gosh guys, we went crazy because that's the first time we saw Pretty Vulgar in Sephora, and we just died over their products because we were doing a whole bunch of swatches. Everything was super pigmented. Have a good time, and yeah, get some snacks because this is gonna be a long video. I'm doing a full-on review on each and every product and telling you guys how I feel, what I think it's gonna be like, and yeah, so let's get right into the video. So I have my full box of Pretty Vulgar products. By the way, this is not sponsored. I know it may seem so, but they actually sent me this in PR, and look at all this stuff. The packaging, I'm blown away guys. It's so beautiful. It's so like vintage vibe, so like aesthetically pleasing. Unboxed everything yesterday and I got it during the week and I was all, what? This stuff is freaking gorgeous. So of course I'm first going to be starting off with brows. Surprise, surprise, I'm not ready with brows today for once, but they did send me some really nice brow products today. They sent me a pomade and they also sent me a brow pencil. So I'm really on edge because I don't really know which one I want to use because I haven't used a pomade in a long time, and I also do want to use their brow pencil, which looks like a very nice match for me, so I don't really know which one I want to use. I was thinking maybe I could do one with pomade and one with a brow pencil. So right now I'm going to be taking Pretty Vulgar's brow pomade, and this is the packaging. Isn't it just absolutely gorgeous? You guys can't really see it because of the bad reflection, but this is the Rising Arc 39 Twisted Ale. And I am so excited to use this because I've only really heard good reviews about a brow pomade when it came to Anastasia Beverly Hills. What the inside looks like, and also it did come with a brush, and the brush is somewhat similar to the ABH one. This one does have a thicker spoolie, but this is what the spoolie looks like, and then the brush is a little thicker as well too, but like I said, we'll see how it works. And it does have a pretty thin-ish brush tip, so maybe it'll work out good. And then I'm going to be kind of tapping off the excess on the back of my hand like I did with my Anastasia. So my review on the Rising Arc pomade is, wow. I'm in love with this stuff, guys. It's a lot less wet. It's a little bit drier than the formula of the Anastasia Beverly Hills one, but I'm not complaining about it because I find that when you work with the Anastasia one, it can get a little too wet, and then that's when you apply a little bit too much product. And since this formula is a little bit drier, you can get perfect amount of pigment, and you won't tend to make it as harsh as with the actual Anastasia pomade. So I really enjoy this formula, and I felt like it just glided on, and it was super easy to apply, like the little hairs in the front, and the big spoolie made it really easy to just blend and just brush your hairs up. So of course I'm going to go in later on with some concealer, clean it all up, make it look nice and tidy, but now I'm going to move straight on to this brow, and I'm going to be using their brow pencil. So this is their brow pencil. This one is in the shade 115 Quick Wit. You can see that it has a spoolie side, and the other side has the side with the actual crayon and the color that we can use. Okay, so now my final review on the brow pencil. I like the color and it did apply nicely, but I have to say that I do prefer the pomade, which is weird because recently I've been preferring pencils, but I feel like I have a lot more control with that brush and the pomade. But with this one, it is a little chubby and I am used to more of like the skinny little pencils for my brows, but still this one is really bomb. The pigment is definitely there and they're really similar in shade, so I really do appreciate that. So if you guys are going for more of a natural look, a little bit more of a messy look, this one, which is the brow pencil, is definitely for you. If you guys are more into the structured, bold brow, of course, the pomade. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean up my brows and then I will be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and applied some brow gel, concealed my brows, and now we have some nice sharp brows, looking good, looking fresh. And now I'm gonna go ahead and move on straight to the eyes. So I'm going to be taking this Pretty Vulgar Early Bird eyeshadow palette. This is what it looks like, and can we talk about the packaging there? I feel like their brand is all about packaging and just aesthetically beautiful things. This is what the palette looks like, and it has a huge mirror, which is always good for travel. They also did give me another palette, which I'll show you guys right now because it is absolutely gorgeous. This one is a little bit for more of my cool tone girls. And this is what it looks like here. And opening it up, of course, it has the big mirror. Let me swatch it for you guys. It kind of reminds me of one of the colors from the Naked 2 palette. But wow, can we talk about pigment, guys? Also letting you guys know this is the first time I'm swatching them, so that's amazing. For today's look, I will be taking the Early Bird palette. I don't really have a specific look really planned out, but I feel like I kind of want to go for like an innocent look here, so I'm gonna kind of try to stay right here. So first, to start off the look, I'll be taking this eyeshadow primer by Pretty Vulgar. So the formula is extremely tacky and super sticky. I'm gonna be starting off with this baby pink shade in the shade Rise, and I'm going to be applying it onto my transition. So definitely this primer is a 10 out of 10. Actually, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10 because I do prefer it to be full coverage, as in like more of a skin tone color, more like a concealer like finish. But I mean, it's 9 out of 10 because the amount of pigmentation that it makes the shadows look like they have. I mean, they're already pigmented, the eyeshadows are super pigmented, but applying it onto this primer just intensifies them even more. So I'm thinking of taking a little bit of a Nest Egg, which is this nice soft brown, and I'm going to be applying it into my crease. Brow bone, I'm going to be taking Wink right here, which does have a little bit of shimmer. But for my actual eyelid, I'm going to be taking Chirp right here, which is a soft pink kind of rose gold eyeshadow. Sometimes, most of the time, I like to wet my brush just to make it super intense, but I feel like this one is just like pretty on its own. But even if you did want it to be super intense, adding like a setting spray or some Fix Plus onto your brush before applying this would be very pretty. And now for the outside corners of my eyes, I'm going to be taking Nest Egg again. I'm only lightly going to be feathering it into the outer corners of my eyes. And then just taking the same shade in Nest Egg, and that'll just go really softly right under to my lower lash line. Then taking a little bit more of Chirp, and then this one in the center combined, and then I'm going to be placing it right into my inner corner just to brighten up the look a little bit more. So that's pretty much it for the eyeshadow, and now moving on to some eyeliner. They did send me some, and I originally wouldn't really apply eyeliner to a soft look like this, but I did want to give you guys a full impression on as many products as I can do for you guys, since they did send me like almost their entire collection, which I'm super thankful for. But this is their gel liner, and there's a ton in it, guys. Like, this thing is legit full up to like right here. By the way, this is called the Ink, and look at that. Like, that is all full of fresh, satisfying liquid liner. And I'm also going to be taking their liner brush. It comes with a slanted brush and also comes with a pointed brush like this. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and take this side here. And just a heads up, guys, the reason that I don't use gel liners on the daily is because it's just very difficult for me, and I feel like liquid liner is a lot easier, but let's just give it a go. Hopefully I don't mess up my entire face. All right, so now back onto the face. I already bronzed up my face with a different bronzer. So this one is the Make Them Blush 13 Mirror one. And the color is so beautiful. It's like a darkish pink with some gold reflexes in it. So even if you didn't want to apply a highlight, you could just use this one, which is super nice. It's giving me such a healthy glow, guys. And you guys know that I'm not a huge fan of blush, but man, this one is just really my cup of tea. So you guys see when I smile, it kind of looks like I'm already a little bit highlighted. That's what I really love about this. It just makes me look so youthful and healthy, and I just love it. Look at it. This one is definitely a 10 out of 10. Highly recommend this. Now I'll be taking their Shimmering Swan 41 shade Glimmers of BS highlighter, and it looks like this. Not completely subtle, but it's not completely out there. It's like the very perfect in between, just to give you like a nice, just healthy glow. My heart is just fluttering as I'm applying all of these products, guys. When my heart feels all fluttery when I'm applying products, that means that I'm in love with it, and you guys can just see like all of the happiness just radiating onto my face. Guys, so I'm going to be taking this combo right here. Can we just take a moment, guys? Beautiful and floral and rose gold. This is called the Bury Them With a Smile, and this is in the shade 08 Baby Doll Against BS. Okay, so this is like a lavender undertoned pinky mauvey lip, and I'm not even complaining about it. It's really pretty. It was super smooth, and I feel like I didn't even need to apply a lip liner with this because it was so precise. The tip was so precise and just perfect. So it's like an all-in-one. It's beautiful. So I'm kind of stuck between these two for the glosses because I feel like this one matches a little bit better, but then I feel like this one could lighten it up a little, and I'm not sure if I want to do that because I do a lot of nudes. So I feel like I might go with this one, even though it's a little more mauvey and a little bit more brown, which isn't my preference, but just to change it up. So I'm going to use this one today. This is the Poisonous Pout, and this is in the shade 58 Perennial Kiss. Also, before I say that I'm done, I forgot to use an eyeliner that they sent me. So they did send me 3 shades here. They sent me a nude, black, ooh, okay. No, it fell onto my palette. Fudge, it cracked it. Anyway, they sent me a black one, nude one, and a brown eye pencil. So I can't really decide which one I want to use because if I add some black, it'll make it very dark. If I add some brown, it'll make it a little bit more natural, neutral. If I use the nude, it'll make it more doll-like. Okay, you know what? So I'm going to go for the dark side today, even though I said that I'm going to kind of go for the very innocent look. I'm going to go ahead and use the brown and the black. The brown is going to go onto my waterline. The black is going to go on my tight line just to make it even darker. So about the eyeliners, I love them. Just like everything else, I think that they're all bomb. And now for an overview on all of the products and Pretty Vulgar itself as a cosmetic company. I think they're amazing. They are very on the dot when it comes to pigmentation, when it comes to things that their customers would want, like pigmentation, the payoff, the long wearingness. I can totally feel that my eyeliner is not going to come off because usually when I apply eyeliners, they rub off completely, even on the waterline and on the tight line, just because it's so watery there. My eyes tend to be super watery, and I just think that these are really just staying up really nicely. And yeah, I'm just super excited about that. And also the liner, it was super black and it turned out to be matte. A lot of the times it's really ugly when a liner is shiny, in my opinion. I mean, I'll still use shiny ones, but I really just try to stay away from them because I prefer the super intense matte black look. And the brushes, guys, the brushes are amazing, and I just think overall everything about this company is amazing. Also, the glosses are super lustrous and, as you can see, very nice. And the face products, as in for the highlight and the blush, they're very just luminous and they're more on the natural side. I mean, a little bit more on the middle-ish, not too natural and not too intense, which is what I've been going for recently because I'm kind of over the super beaming intense highlight at times. I'm going more for like in the middle, just something very natural and nice and glowy. I overall love Pretty Vulgar. That is all for today's video, and if you guys liked it, please make sure to give me a thumbs up and also subscribe so you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. And as always, I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video.